Today we're talking about quadratic functions and we're graphing equations in the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So when we have to graph the quadratic function y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, we need to find the axis of symmetry by using the equation of x equals negative b over 2a. This same equation gives you the value of the x coordinate for the vertex. So let's start graphing so we can see how we use this. If we have to graph y equals negative 3x squared plus 6x plus 5. First of all, will our parabola be an upward opening parabola or downward opening parabola? It will open downward because the coefficient to x squared is negative. So this already tells me that my parabola will be opening downward. So will my vertex be a maximum or a minimum? A maximum. So let's start to graph this. To start, our step 1 will be to find the axis of symmetry. And the axis of symmetry is equal to x equals negative b over 2a. So let's identify our a in our equation. Negative 3 is our b is 6, and our c is 5. So if we're finding our axis of symmetry, we need to substitute. You could say x equals negative 6, the negative from the equation, 6, which is b, divided by 2 times negative 3. This means negative 6 over negative 6. When I simplify this, this tells me that my axis of symmetry is 1. When I find that my axis of symmetry is 1, notice x is equal to 1. Going back to my graph, I'm going to plot a dotted line on x1. This is my axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. Now in my notes I wrote that the x coordinate of the vertex was the same as the axis of symmetry. So step 2 is to find the vertex. We already have the x coordinate, which is 1. Now to find the y coordinate of the vertex, we need to take our equation and substitute x with the axis of symmetry, or the x coordinate of the vertex, which we already have. Now our vertex always lies on the axis of symmetry. That's why we substitute for x with the number we already have for the axis of symmetry. So this means negative 3 times 1 squared plus 6 times 1 plus 5. This means negative 3 plus 6 plus 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. Now I found that my y-coordinate of the vertex is 8. That's it. Now that I know my coordinates for the vertex, my next step is to plot the vertex. That means I'm going to plot ordered pair 1, 8. So let's go back to the graph. To 1, 8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This right here is my vertex. Now that I've plotted my vertex, I can continue graphing by plotting the y-intercept. My y-intercept is c. My y-intercept is C. This means that the y-intercept is 5. Y-intercept is 5. So I can go back to my graph and plot y-intercept at 5. So I'm going to my y-axis number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I have my y-intercept on one side of the axis of symmetry, remember the axis of symmetry is that line that goes right down the middle. Can I mirror the axis of symmetry to can I mirror the y-intercept to the other side of the axis of symmetry? That would be right here. They're exactly one space apart from the axis of symmetry. Do I have enough points to plot my parabola, to draw my parabola? Yes. Graph y equals x squared minus 6x plus 9. Label the axis of symmetry, vertex, and y-intercept. Label the axis of symmetry, vertex, and y-intercept. So we need to start by finding the axis of symmetry. That's x equals negative b over 2a. Let's identify our b. What is our b? Negative 6. What is our a? 1. It's invisible. So we have x equals negative 6 over 2 times 1. That means 6 over 2, which makes our axis of symmetry 3. So let's go back to our graph and start by plotting our axis of symmetry on x equals 3. Step 2. Step 2. Find the vertex. Now we have the x-coordinate of the vertex will be 3 because our vertex lies on the axis of symmetry. Now we have to substitute with 3 into our equation. That means y equals 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 9. 9 minus 18 plus 9. 9 minus 18 is negative 9 plus 9, 0. The y-coordinate of our vertex is 0. So step 3 is plot the vertex, which is 3, 0. So we go to our graph, 3, 0, like here. This is our vertex. Will our parabola be opening upward or downward? Up. How do we know? It's a positive x squared. Our axis of symmetry. So we've labeled our vertex, our axis of symmetry. Now we need to find our y-intercept. What is our y-intercept? Our y-intercept is 9. So let's go plot that. On the y-axis number 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it goes out of the graph. This is our y-intercept. Now if we have y right here, even though it goes out of the graph, what is my next step? Mirror the y-intercept. Let me write it down. The y-intercept. And what do I mean by mirror the y-intercept? So we need a, how far from the y-intercept is, how far from the axis of symmetry is the y-intercept? 3 spaces, right? So 1, 2, 3, about right here. Do we have enough points to draw our parabola? And we finish graphing. Why do I draw arrows at the end of the parabola? It, those arrows mean that the parabola keeps on going in both directions.